Hi everyone, welcome back to Grow Roots. Today I am going to show you what I picked up yesterday at Green Acres, the location in Irving, Texas. It's the first location in Texas, and I was really hoping to go to Green Acres very soon because I had called and they have received their first couple of shipments of Proven Winners annuals. I wanted to go see what exactly they had, and I wanted to show you, except it was a work day for me. I had some little bitty kiddos with me along with my daughter who was on spring break, and so I really knew that I was going to just be able to go in and get out and get the plants that I needed before they sold out, because it was this time last year that I went and they were already almost picked through of their Proven Winners annuals, and I don't remember them getting another shipment in after their March shipment. So I really wanted to get in there and get them as quickly as I could, because I had called around to several other nurseries that carry Proven Winners plants and annuals, and they either haven't gotten their shipments in yet, or they just really didn't have a whole lot of varieties. I really do believe that Green Acres probably has the best variety that is within an hour's range of my home, but I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean the best selection in Texas. It's just in terms of my range, because I'm only really willing to go about 1 hour away from my home. They have probably the best selection that I have seen. And so rather than filming it there and having a bunch of screaming toddlers and a screaming 9-year-old in the video, I decided to just bring them home, show you guys what I got, but then I can also talk about what else they had if you would like to make your own trip to Green Acres. They are also opening up a Melissa, Texas location, and it's supposed to open in spring 2024. I don't know if you heard that, but we have thunder. It is a little bit of a cloudy, rainy day today. A little bit of thunderstorms. Sorry, that was a sidetrack. But they are opening up a new location in Melissa, Texas. They still do not have their opening date yet, but I am ready and waiting. It's a little bit closer to me. It's a little bit less of a drive, but I'm still excited about it. So for those of you that are closer in that area, when they open, you'll definitely want to check that out, because I anticipate they would have their Proven Winners annuals there too. So let me show you what I got. Okay, so let's dive right into what I found. I'll start off with one that I have already grown before. This is Supertunia persimmon. Beautiful corally color with a yellow inside. I absolutely love this plant. It performed pretty well for me. I had planted this in a in my 3-tier planter out front. You can see, I think it was at its peak in my June garden tour. So I'll put that link up above if you want to see that. But it is absolutely beautiful. And then we had such record-breaking heat that it kind of petered out a little bit by July and then completely by August. That's just, these are supposed to be very heat tolerant petunias, but I mean, they can only take so much, right? Proven Winners can only improve them so much because they are kind of more of a cool season type of flower anyway. But Supertunia persimmon, absolutely beautiful. Another one that I have grown and I wanted to grow again is Supertunia lovey-dovey. I absolutely love this one. I actually had this one in kind of more of a part shade, and it still did fantastic. I had it underneath my Limelight hydrangea standard. It's in a container. Again, if you want to see it in its glory, probably check out my June garden tour and check out the portion that features the Limelight hydrangea standard, because I had this underneath it. It did really well. Again, petered out with the heat, but I do anticipate that's what's going to happen. I hope that they will last as long as possible. However, I am planning on starting rounds of zinnias and vinca. Yeah, that was a pretty good lightning strike and thunder. Wow, that one lasted a long time. Okay, spring thunderstorms have commenced. We had a very large spring thunderstorm last night where we got quite a bit of hail. We had hail from pea size to marble size up to quarter size, and quite a bit of it I still have, I checked out my car, which was not, it wasn't in the garage because my husband's car was in the garage. And it has a little bit, I can see, not too much, but we got to check out our roof too to make sure our roof is okay. Here in Texas, it is not abnormal to need to get your roof replaced every so often from hail damage. So yeah, that's super fun. I actually love thunderstorms, y'all. So anyway, lovey-dovey, Supertunia lovey-dovey, fantastic plant. I grabbed 2 Supertunia persimmon, 2 Supertunia lovey-dovey. I also got 2 Supertunia Priscilla. I have really wanted this plant for a really long time. I absolutely love its double flower. It's not going to be quite as vigorous as some of the other Supertunias, but I just love the color. I love the deep purple veining. I love the double flower. It's going to be I think it's going to be great. So I have 2 of those. And then, this is another plant that I have really, really waited a long time and have never seen it actually in a garden center before. So I picked it up. It is the Superbena Peachy Keen. I was really hoping for quite a few different types of Superbena. I'm kind of infatuated with them at the moment. Like the mixture of these Supertunia with the Superbenas with the Supertunias, just the mixture of the different types of flowers and the different types of leaves, like the different textures of the leaves. I think that mixture is absolutely beautiful, and I want to recreate that all throughout my garden. It will be in my front garden border and all throughout. But the only type of Superbena that Green Acres had was the Superbena Peachy Keen. So I'm gonna have to make do with what I can find. And like for my front border, I did not find the Superbena Imperial Blue like I wanted. And so I found a different verbena that was Callaway's variety, and that is going to work out just fine because it's absolutely beautiful. And I think it's just as vigorous as maybe the Proven Winners. We'll see. We'll actually see, because I have Proven Winners Superbena now, and I also have a different verbena from Callaway, so we'll see how they both kind of match up to each other. Over here is another striking Supertunia. I was really happy to find Supertunia Royal Magenta. The color on these is just so beautiful. This year my color scheme is just like as bright as possible and as many colors of the rainbow as possible that I can mix together, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm going for blues, bright pinks, bright purples, oranges, you know. That's kind of what I'm going for this year. All the colors of the rainbow. So I got Supertunia Royal Magenta, and I love the bright color of that. And let's see. I think that does it for the variety of Supertunias and Superbenas that I was able to get. And then something that I really wanted and could not find. I have seen it in Green Acres before, but they didn't have it today. I wanted to pick up the Proven Winners Rockin' Playin' the Blues Salvia. However, could not find it. I have that in mind as the centerpiece of those 2 big containers. That's what I really, really, really want in there. It's gonna bloom from spring until frost, and it'll be that bright blue color blooms, and that'll be the centerpiece of those containers. However, I did find Mystic Spires Blue Salvia, and I think that's going to be a great replacement. On top of that, it is a perennial for us here in Zone 8. So it's supposed to survive in Zones 8 through 11 as a perennial. So, and this one already has some buds. Look at that. Okay, so that's going to be the centerpiece. And then for sure, Superbena Peachy Keen with Supertunia Lovey-Dovey, and I think I'm going to mix Supertunia Priscilla in that arrangement as well. I think those colors together with that blue is going to be awesome. I have Gomphrena seedlings. I'm also going to throw in some Gomphrena in there and see if they will do well. So I'm very excited about that. But let me go ahead and tell you just really quick. I can name off and list off the top of my head the other Proven Winners annuals that I saw at Green Acres, just in case you're wondering. Like I said, this Super Vena is the only Super Vena they had. Quite a few different Super Tunias. One that I didn't pick up was Super Tunia Silverberry. There was, oh goodness, now I'm not. They also had Super Tunia Royal, not Royal Magenta because I picked that up, Royal Plum. It's that royal purple color. I'll put the name of it on the screen. They had that one. I did not pick it up, but I'm kind of bummed that I didn't. The Silverberry too. I mean, if I just had a dream budget, then I obviously would have picked up probably at least 3 of absolutely every Proven Winners annual that they had, because I just want to grow them all. But okay, so I just did what my budget could afford, and this kind of fit in my color scheme this year. So as far as the Super Tunias goes, I think that's all they had. They did not have Super Tunia Bubblegum. They did not have Super Tunia Jazzberry. I really wanted to pick up some bubblegum, and they didn't have any. I haven't seen bubblegum yet. That was the most popular one I saw last year, and this year I am not seeing it. They also didn't have any yellow varieties of anything, Proven Winners. I was looking to add some yellow and didn't see anything, not even with their Super Bells. So as you can see, I did not pick up any Super Bells. They did have at least 4 or 5 varieties of the Super Bells, but they didn't have any of the varieties that I was kind of looking for. Like, I remember at Callaway's they had Super Bells Coral Sun, and I'm kind of tempted to get that, but also it's very similar to the Super Tunia Persimmon, and I'd kind of rather grow the Super Tunia Persimmon anyway. Super Bells, because they need to be grown in a container, they also need really, really good drainage and things like that. I just kind of stayed away from the Super Bells this year. I think Super Tunias perform better, and I think I'm going to try my hand at the Super Venas. But anyway, yeah, so no yellow varieties whatsoever, and somewhat limited on their Super Tunias, somewhat limited on their Calibrachoas, 4 or 5 types of each, and that's pretty much what they had. So I'm hoping that maybe they'll get more. I'm hoping that Callaway's will get more than what they have. I still have yet to go back to see if they really did get in some Super Venas like they said they were going to. But anyway, that is what Green Acres pretty much had. This is my haul for Green Acres, probably for now. And I'm almost done, honestly, with the plants that I'm going to buy. With that mixed in with what I'm growing from seeds, adding to the garden that way, I think we should be almost set. I need some yellows, like I said. But yeah, that's how it's going. So I hope that you're able to get to your nearest garden center. Let me know what Proven Winners annuals you are finding, especially if you are in my area. I would love, love, love to know what y'all are finding in the stores, so that if it's something that I wanted and was on my wish list, I'll try it and go and pick that up. So I hope you all have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye, everybody.